Auction day, all these different families are there. Everybody dressed to the fucking T.
So the announcers come out. They're like, hello, everybody. I'm done pretending and shoot up the auction because you find out that the announcers were the Phantom Troop.
They was doing an obituary for a whole room. It's just like, hey, let me call out these little balloon puppets to take a couple of these shots. While he was explaining that these were nin bullets, he was bleeding out.
He thought he was so hard when he brought all of them out just for them shits to get shredded like homework.
And homegirl that can takes over your mind, she was ready to get about that. She got beat to death by a vacuum cleaner.
So embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing, bro.
They clean up the whole massacre and then they try to go and pick the safe and they find out that ain't shit in the safe. So they escape and then the mafia members run into there and they're like, what the
Nope. Like, I don't see no blood. I see bullet holes.
They must have gotten away in an airship or some way.
It was like, check every airship, check cars, check all that shit. You see a fucking hot air balloon. So these hot air balloon to like the most deserted area.
And basically camp out there and wait for all the mafia members to come. You was basically like, yeah, I'm gonna handle this myself.
Like, let me handle this. We good. I need to warm up a little bit. They was just like, bro, what the fuck are we gonna do? He said, bro, I bought cards. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
The group of them corner him. One of them walks right up to him, points a gun at his face, and pulls the trigger. Uvo catches that shit in his fucking teeth, and then slaps this face crooked.
This nigga said, I'm in danger.
And then grabs his head like a balloon and pops it. All the rest of them go charging in. This Uvo was so crazy. He was windmilling 7 of them over his head. I was like, bro.
Spinning like a helicopter. And then he beat all of them. He was like, well, damn, this wasn't even a warm up. And then you see that Kurapika and all their group watching this shit with binoculars. It was like, bro, we ain't getting close to this shit.
Close to this shit.
Out of nowhere, some weird looking mold his way close to them. He was like, what set you claim? Huh? Which mafia you in? He said, we in the Strata. That sounds about right. We the Shadow Beast. We pulling up on them. We got them.
They pull up on them, start talking shit. And as they're talking, Earthworm Boy comes out, hit the fuck out of Uvo, and broke his hand. And then Uvo hit him and broke his face.
This went underground.
Grabbed Uvo arm, tried to dig him underground with him.
If you keep fighting this, you coming underground with me. Bet that shit. Let's see if you can tank this. Punch the ground. This got mutilated.
All you saw left of that earthworm was his arm.
So then they were just like, all right, bro, let's bank him.
So I think Uvo goes in to punch Porcupine Face. And you find out he can manipulate his body hair. And it's like, damn, I can't get out of this shit. Starts flinging it around. It's like, if I can't get out of it, I'm using you.
I'm going to hit it with another.
Attempts to do that
to the leech dude. And then he ends up making his hair a cushion so it didn't hurt him. Dog-faced gremlin bit off his shoulder like a piece of his
traps.
Yeah, and then he was just like, you don't even realize that I had poison in my teeth, which will freeze you here, and you can't move from your neck down.
Leech Boy, nastiest ability ever, comes and starts kissing all over his neck.
All over an open wound.
Plants leeches in him, and once those leeches make it to his bladder, they lay eggs. Within 24 hours, those eggs will hatch and rupture their way through his bladder. And
this thought he had him set. He was just like, yeah, how you feel about that? This bit his fucking head off.
And ate it.
This got Saiyan DNA in his stomach.
The one that bit him in the first place was like, well, I mean, he killed him, but he ain't gonna get to me. This Uvo spits out a piece of skull at him.
It went through his hand and his head, bruh. And it's still traveling to this day. Then the other porcupine dude still stuck on his fist. He was just like, well, I'm just gonna be here. This the force. You got beat by a sound wave. All the Phantom Troop jumped down. It was like, oh, well, this is a certain type of leech that the way that you can do this, because it was like, because this shit will kill you. He was like, kill me. He was like, oh, all you got to do is just drink a whole lot of beer. You'll piss it out. Homegirl going to use that vacuum cleaner to suck the poison out of you. He's like, thank you, bro, because I really need to get, then the chains hit him. He's like, oh, I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. You know, and then before he even came up with that plan, as soon as all the Shadow Beasts died right there, this Kurapika put the fucking binos down, and he was just like, I'm gonna fight him. Excuse me.
Did you just see what he did? What's your scrawny ass gonna do?
Melody was like, yo, you need to calm the down. He was already mad because he had DMX in his heart. And then it was a fucking remix with 3-6 Mafia. She was like, I gotta calm this down.
All she heard, it's a fight, head bust.
Like, yo, this is about to crash out, dog. What's the one thing that'll calm down any human being right now?
She played Kingdom Hearts intro.
Yes.
And you and
And then the flower showed up. An imaginary bird fell in Kurapika's hands with red eyes. Angels will fly. Thank you, Melody. I was about to wild the fuck out. I'm about to walk over there. This nigga calmly thinking this now. It's whipping, driving Uvo away, then they realize they got a tail. I laughed extremely hard at this part because, you know, when Uvo kept talking shit, Kurapika turned around and put the chains on him and was talking shit. You hear Melody, 10 and 2 Kurapika, he's explaining his shit in his mind. He was like, yes, he's not gonna be able to move with them. She was like, no, you're gonna crash, I was laughing so hard. You sitting over here having an inner monologue about your powers while we're on open road.
she was like, we are approaching a cliff.
Chain jail that can only work on the spiders. 10 and 2, Kurapika, 10 and 2.
The other Phantom Troop were chasing Kurapika and them.
Shadow
One of the
Beast.
other Shadow Beasts pops up and pulls a napkin out his pockets and says, "Focus, focus, focus."
Took the whole whip.
Right before that happens, the other Phantom Troop pop out of the car, besides Nobunaga.
Because he was sitting.
But you find out that his name is Owl. That Shadow Beast's ability is when he wraps something up, he can shrink it, which is what happened at the auction. That's why the treasure and shit wasn't there. And then all the other Shadow Beasts, the 5 other ones, pop up as well. And a second later, all the Shadow Beasts are dead, besides the one that took the car, kidnap him, and torture the fuck out of him so bad. When they're done, all you see is like a bag over his head that's covered in blood. Kurapika's group takes Uvo back to one of their hideouts. Uvo wakes up and he's like, "What time is it? I'm hungry."
How long was I out? Y'all ain't answering? Bet that.
So they're asking him questions and he's like,
If y'all give me about this right now, I'll let y'all live. I was shook after that.
they really were started contemplating that shit.
We do have a nuke tied up right here. We've seen what he can do.
And one of them gets mad, tries to stab him. That shit shatters the sword. His aura is so strong you can't penetrate it. As they're still talking to him, Kurapika was like, "So what happened to all the people that were in the auction?" Like, "Yeah, we killed all them." He punches the out of Uvo. He broke this whole nose and still was smirking at Kurapika like, "Just wait till I get out of here."
Yeah, and so all the spiders meet up in their hideout. And then while they're in the middle of the conversation, Hisoka was just like, I'm about to break out. I got a meeting, so.
He calls Kurapika and is like, "Yo, it's time." Because during the hunter exam, Hisoka was supposed to have fought Kurapika, but forfeited after whispering something in his ear, and we find out what he whispered was,
So I got these cheeseburgers.
so they meet, and all that really happens is they agree to exchange information.
Because Hisoka was just like, I'm actually just chilling and waiting for this Prolo to slip up.
Meanwhile,
So the Phantom Troop get dressed in their best nines and show up at the place where they're holding Uvo and run through their leader. And Homegirl with the vacuum sucks out the poison out of Uvo, and he breaks himself out of the restraints. And this stupid ass Uvo, as soon as he sits up, screams and alerts everybody in the facility. And so they escape. And they call Kurapika and lets him know what happened.
many hours later,
They find out exactly what hotels they have booked and properties they own in York New City. So when they find that out, Yuvo's like, "Yeah, I'm going."
While
So
drinking Heineken.
Kurapika goes, "All right, y'all go to another room. I'll wait right here because I know they're going to show up." And literally stood right in the middle of the hallway and fucking waited. As Kurapika is waiting, Yuvo pops up exactly like he thought he would. And he's like,
You a real ass just sitting here waiting, huh? He was like, I'm gonna let you pick where you want to die at.
so they show backup where he cleared the fucking field of mafia members.
I don't understand Uvo's mindset because it ain't no way I'm going to follow behind a that brought a shovel to a fight.
He did. So the fight starts with Uvo punches the ground, creates a smoke cloud. Kurapika jumps out of it, throws his chains at him, and
Uvo kept dodging. Then he went on top of a cliff. He did it again. He was like, man, these chains are very fucking annoying. I need to get in there and I need to still off on this.
gets in there, punches his arm.
And he was just like, yeah, and that didn't do nothing?
You're a conjurer or manipulator, right? There's no way you have enhancing to this degree.
He was just like, is that all you can do? Hey, oh, nope. Nah, You ain't gonna play me like that. That was 20%.
Kurapika's like, so when are you gonna stop playing? Like, word? You about to get 50 now. Starts going in at him again. Kurapika is lacing this nigga now.
Styling on this dude.
Yeah.
Kurapika kicked him in the face, threw him off because he turned around, threw a punch. He's like, what the fuck is this nigga at? He drop kicks his spine.
So he's like, all right, full throttle now. I'm going all in. Creates another smoke screen. Conceals his presence while in the smoke screen. Comes in off Kurapika's right side. Shatters his arm.
He was just like, that was cool that you hit me, but I already got your ass chained the fuck up.
While you were talking shit about me running away, what I was actually doing was laying the foundation for your demise. Uvo was like, this puny ass chains helped me when I was drugged. It ain't gonna do it now. Tries to get out them shits. Nothing happens.
He was just like, bro, this makes no sense. He said you got the ability of an enhancer, but you're a manipulator and a conjurer. How the fuck are you doing all this shit? He said, do you remember that, like a group of that, had the red eyes, scarlet eyes? He was like, scarlet eyes? I ain't never heard of that shit. He was like, so nothing crosses your mind when you kill a nigga. What are you asking me this shit for? Give me a second. Let me take these contacts out.
God damn, this shit's always hurt. It just takes so long.
Oh, red eyes, bro. We ran up on a village of these strong ass before. Oh, this a revenge thing you here for? Bet that. Now I'm really gonna break out of these chains. I was like, bro, it's the same thing.
He reveals that whenever his eyes glow red, he becomes a specialist.
Which makes him 100% at each of the categories of nin. And you know what makes it so cool that I'm a specialist? You broke my hand. You thought it was all gravy, huh? Used his little chain for his thumb chain, healed his arm up in no time. He was like, bro, that don't make sense. Why the fuck are you this strong? He put a contract on his own heart that he can only use like a lot of these chain abilities specifically on spiders.
You know, you are the perfect test subject for this, because me using this on you shows me that these chains are strong enough to hold any other members.
The last reason why I chose you, because you's a bitch.
Now tell me what I want to know. He's like, tell me about the other abilities of the Phantom Troop. Me. Bow. Tell me about the other members of the Phantom Troop. Me. Bow. That carried on for 20 minutes.
And then when he started getting like a little bit more pissed, he shot one of those chains that he put on his own heart around Uvo's heart.
If you lie or don't answer my question, you will die.
Who won in the battle, Drake or Kendrick? Wheezy. It's like, oh, this is why I bought a shovel.
All right.